Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead. I am back with some more Danganronpa 2. I was just playing Marvel Rivals, so sorry that took a little bit, but look, it was a long match, okay? And I didn't expect it to go on that long. Anyway, so, we are now on to the 5th trial of Danganronpa 2. This is considered one of the best ones in the entire series. I consider it one of the best ones in the entire series. Very fond of it. Let's hit it.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. I don't think the audio's good. Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me feel depressed.
Stupid fool.
You're making me depressed! They turned Nekomaru into a parrot. That's what happened here. So, it is going to happen again. As it has happened 4 times before this, yeah, basically. It's a cruel conflict where we must start our friends. But once we're through with this, we could go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
Well, we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know? I just realized the voice I use for Soda is like pretty much the same as I use for Larry, which is basically just a bad Shaggy impression. Like Zoink Scoob. Oh, man, when they said about fixing you, I thought they meant fixing us a sandwich. I really should have done the Shaggy voice for Soda the entire time. Honestly, that's my bad. That should have been it.
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. So that you're pulling out all the stops for this sort of thing is everyone else's normal. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Eh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us!
I'll pick you up.
Damn right! Stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? Well, that's a message for the game. Anyway. I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book. Monami does seem like the kind of person who has like the 7 tips to a successful adult or something in her office.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looked so determined.
You.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Oh, fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think. You know what the Animorphs are right, Arrow? You know what? The Animorphs are right, Arrow. Well, I'm morphing into a low-tier god as we speak. Is low-tier god an animal? Anyway, let's get going. The last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Rawr! I've been doing just fine, Farwell. How you been doing? We're on to the 5th trial. I'm actually quite fond of this one. This is the end. Kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. Monokuma rock sounds like some vague subgenre of rock that no one knows about.
Yeah.
It's elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we are finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
Man, this is a long elevator ride. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. Well, Nagito wasn't exactly an expert in combat, so it's not like that would be that hard in particular. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. There's no more dangerous animal than man. That's true, you know what? We are. All men are animals. But even if he's gone, the ones who have survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then, the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Is there a light of despair? This place is kind of cool.
Well now.
Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up.
Enough! Just fucking start this already!
Hey.
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right? The timing of this game is really funny because I'm binging Lost and they're trapped on an island too. Oh yeah, you're watching Lost? That is a classic. I will say, you know, it's like a lot of stuff people say about it is like, oh yeah, stuff just kind of happens, it keeps happening. But you know what? I liked Lost. I thought it was pretty good. What's funny too about finishing Lost is that you start to realize how many references to Lost are in other things. Like, Batman Arkham City had references to Lost. That's just kind of what it was back then, you know? It was a big deal, and I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right.
Didn't I tell you? He said it! This is the end!
Now then.
Now then, let's get this trial started. This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. Oh no, I said kill. I'm gonna get demonetized. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Kamaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. Turns out his eyes were all squiggly. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. It's like Lost was before my time or anything, it's just that I had no way of viewing it. No, I get you, yeah. Because, like, that was one of those things, I think I also saw it years after it was on, where I was like, bro, this show slaps! And everyone else was like, that's from, like, a decade ago. What channel did it air originally? I don't know, because I saw it on Netflix. I saw, like, once it was all done, I was, like, sat and binged it, and I was like, bro, this is awesome. And, yeah, I don't know where it aired originally, but, I remember it was a big deal for years. That everyone was like, bro, how's Lost gonna end? Where is this all going? What does this all mean? And, you know, I think it went somewhere I think it went places. I liked it. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. Nagito would be like a joke character in an RPG that buffs the enemies to make things harder for the player. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times when he saved us, too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. I have no idea at all who did it, but... there's no way we can end this without knowing. We'll be consumed by despair. Man, so many are dead. We're roughly a third of the people who walked into this island. So we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. I must say, I never knew the pop culture impact the show had, but seeing the first season, I could totally see it. Yeah, it was a big deal for a long time. Like, people would be like, it would be like watch parties around like, oh, hey, what's gonna happen this time? Is someone gonna die? Is something weird gonna happen? What's happening here? It was a really, like, I think it was pretty well known. In order to return this, in order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. I do love these sorts of mystery box type stories. Oh yeah. I like how, I don't need to save. It'll just reset at the beginning if I fail. Alright, skills. Do I have any skills that I don't currently have equipped? Nope, I have 2 skills, because I messed up Fuyuhiko's social link thing, report card, whatever you want to call it. Let's go! Trial, all rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Yeah, we know what the explanation is. This is the 5th one!
Your arguments for who the killer is, and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the
I do like how the
will
pictures are
receive
the same height
punishment.
as the actual character.
Pick the wrong person. I'll punish everyone besides.
You know, I gotta be honest, I do
and that person will
like
earn
this
the
sort
right
of
to
style
leave
of like
this
the
island.
the characters all being pictures and it just kind of like swirling around showing them as like their sprites. For some reason that sticks out to me is like I guess a lot of RPGs do this maybe that are on like the lower budget end, but I think this stands out as kind of unique in that regard. This classic meme move talk about a show that hasn't been relevant in years. They call me 2 skills arrow, mainly because I have 2 skills, and I usually use neither of them. Oh yeah, this is the part where he kept hitting her and nothing happened.
How about this one? This will be my final blow.
Nah, but those shows are classic though.
Useless.
Murada.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
Bitch, you
He
know.
was killed for trying to reveal the traitor. That traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
Yeah.
Might not be it.
Yeah.
Huh? Are you
It's funny
trying to
because
say
I know
the traitor?
exactly
They didn't call out
who
when we
did
were in
it.
danger.
but like,
Don't tell me you're the traitor.
oh my god, and it stars. Everyone's like, oh, are you the traitor?
There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
It's really funny how Monokuma took something from the first game that was like, oh, we didn't find out till later that there was a traitor. But now, he's managed to use it against everybody. The traitor, and the killer who murdered Nagito. It's here, right? Are they the same person? Or... oh... Alright, time to make my argument by shooting them. The most effective way to make a point.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Okay, that is true, but...
So that's why he was so beat up. What
Is
were
it?
they trying to find
Hold
out
on.
by torturing him?
Actually, wait, hold on. What's the
Definitely
Monokuma
Mo's
account?
hiding place.
What? I need to actually read all of this. Compulsion was found on the floor near the fire origin point. That's probably where the lighter was held. Yeah, because we found that next to it, and then... When Akuma knew all along the bombs were fake, however, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone.
If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
Not quite.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
I mean, you've threatened to do it before. I have to torture Nagito. That's the question. Now, were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place? Well, I mean, my brother in Christ, they're called the torture wounds. Nagito's legs were tied with rope. Each rope was tied to nearby pillars, which prevented him from moving. His thighs were also covered with a lot of stab wounds. Actually, wait. Why... mind you, I know the solution overall. I don't remember the specific one for this. Survival knife. The duct tape. Found on his face wasn't under the duct tape. Tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it. His mouth was moving under it. I'm trying to think. What was...
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why
Fuck.
he was so
Alright,
beat
speed
up.
around again.
Were they trying to definitely the bombs? If so,
Is whoever found that was
Come on, get me there.
There's no way I'd torture someone.
It's weird knowing the solution, but not knowing how to
Killer
get there.
didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
the reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
Hold on. Look, they're called torture wounds, yeah, but that's not the point. Then the splatter cuts off in the middle of his palm. Back of his left hand has an unnatural blood stain that's only in the middle joints of his finger. Okay, that's gonna be relevant later. Yeah, but not... I don't think the duct tape is it. It's,
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
no,
So
it's...
that's why he was so beat up.
Maybe it's the knife?
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No, wait. That's not it.
If so, the suspect.
Is
'Cause we-
whoever found the bomb
We know where the bombs were!
That was Fuyuhiko.
Alright. Why is it called survival knife if it used to prevent someone's survival?
There's no way I'd torture
Because I feel like
someone.
the unsurvival knife doesn't have the same ring to it.
I'm telling you, they were torturing.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
There it is. Okay, what's the duct tape?
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Yeah, they don't... Yeah.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
Yeah, but yeah.
Prepared.
Okay, Soda, come on! The evidence shows the blood was on
Just
top of it.
realized It's a trap.
What?
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Yes, I'm the dumb one. What? Stupid! The unsurvival knife was probably used to save someone's life. I think that should be the name for like a scalpel or something like that.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information. Then, after they killed him,
God damn it, I need to figure out...
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped
Come
shut,
on, fucking what?
obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down.
There we go. I think the point is the
He kept
torture
his mouth
wounds.
shut. How is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down.
Oh fuck.
First,
Torture
the
wounds.
killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb. Then, after they killed him,
No, wait, that can't be it.
trap. Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
No, that's not it either. Shit.
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the. Then, after they killed him,
There we go.
Cut through those words.
No. There's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
You sure? I mean, we know that, but like, how does the knife prove that?
what did you say?
Who cares about
Also, Soda always reacts to things as if he's the guilty one. Oh, my favorite Lost character? I was really fond of Charlie. I remember that. Back when I watched the show, I thought he was a fun character.
Before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime?
Well, he and John Locke, I think, are tied for like my favorite, because they just both had like, without getting into spoilers, are you in elementary school or something? I think they both had really nice writing throughout the show. I was fond of them.
The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
Duct tape.
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct
yeah.
tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
Hey, maybe he's into that. We're not here to judge.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Which is weird, because every time I've put duct tape on my mouth just to test that,
wouldn't be able to scream.
also shut up, but just to test that, I usually wind up like just being able to open my mouth. It's not that hard.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
It's really funny because I knew Dominic Monaghan years before I watched Lost because he used to have a show on Discovery Channel. Really? I actually didn't know that. Huh. I knew him, I believe, from Lord of the Rings, where I think he... I forgot who he played, but I'm pretty sure he was one of the main hobbits.
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard.
They must
If not,
play
they wouldn't have taken the
Minecraft.
time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Oh man, but I thought Lost was really cool for the way it set up the mystery and all that.
Destroying evidence?
And like how
Can't
weird
think
the
of any
island
other
is.
reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Mm-hmm. Sonya, you're making the... Well, actually, Sonya's not in this picture.
Yeah.
It could have been Sonya. She's not here right now, technically.
The flames started burning from the very back.
What's even funnier is that he straight up mentions he was in Lost in the intro of every episode. Oh, yeah! I mean, hey, you know, that's advertising at that point, using your claim to fame.
I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should
Yeah.
suspect that some kind of setup was used.
But it's like... I guess part of the point is just like, oh, hey, you know, he knows how to survive in the wilderness because of,
I do not know
venomous things, I guess?
that
I don't
has
know.
been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
That's a perfect match for you, who was a low one.
Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Christ, he's a simp. Alright.
Right it is.
Damn right it is, yeah. Reason for the fire, huh? Oh, they're right. We need to clear that up first. Do we? Alright. This one I'm pretty sure I know off the top of my head. It's probably the lighter.
The direct cause of the fire was
Mm-hmm.
the oil lighter found at the crime scene.
Correct.
The killer used some kind of setup.
Yeah.
He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
No.
They probably just threw the lighter.
No, also not that.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Kinda.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Nope.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No.
Or perhaps opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
No. God. My setup was used to start that fire, so what could it be?
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used
Wait, why
some
would I-
kind of setup.
Oh, I guess I can do that for...
He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just based on the shape of it can stand up
If they tipped over, it could have ignited.
some way. Maybe they used invisible.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound.
Nope.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
Fuck. I caught fire when the door opened. I can be convinced that it was some kind of setup. It did.
Crap!
Exactly. Uh-huh.
The direct cause of the fire
Fine.
was
Panels then.
the oil lighter.
That's gotta
found-
be
The
it.
killer used some. He lit the curtain on.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just based on the shape of it can stand up
If they tipped over, it could have ignited.
some way.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
There it is. I thought I had to do something else to agree. All right. Wild Things Dominic Monaghan was the name of the show. Oh, that okay, yeah. Wild
Also
Things
agree
with
that
Dominic
opening
Monaghan was the
door
name of
is
the
what
show.
started
Yeah.
fire.
Just as I
Guys,
thought.
we
Even
started the
worse than wind
fire.
pressure, a dust
It wasn't
devil
always
blowing in
burning.
glorious Japan.
What?
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
I think Sonya's lines are probably the
A huge
weirdest.
number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Just
poor
a single
Nagito
line
can't even
leading
make
from
his
the
death
warehouse door
simple.
to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
You'd think if he was going to die, it would be in a way that would be relatively simple, considering everyone else left alive. Currently, he's basically an idiot.
You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
Yes, Akane, we need to explain dominoes,
Those
apparently.
tiles, The killer used the Monokuma panels.
Sonya didn't consent with you? I'm afraid she doesn't fully comprehend the implications of the implication.
So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second.
Now, you and Sonya might consent, but is there someone you forgot to ask? And it shows Hajime and Sonya consenting, and then Jesus is off to the left, who's like, I don't! Or better yet, I guess Soda. Saying like,
Wouldn't
I
it be
don't!
obvious that those big panels were falling over?
I mean, we couldn't see for a second.
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
Hey, anyone hear the sound of a bunch of standees falling over? Shut up, Hajime, you don't know what you're talking about.
Was to hide the domino effect.
The domino effect sounds like a really cool name for a movie.
There was something else the
Like
killer did
if
to
it's
hide
about like the
domino
Domino's
effect,
pizza
right?
place, right? And it turns out that if they eat Domino's pizza, they go back in time. The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect. One other thing to hide the domino effect. Huh. This?
I see.
Oh, it actually was that.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right?
The Sony MP3, which you can get now for $199.
Warehouse. Mask the sound of the
Actually, wait, how
falling
much was a Sony MP3 player? I don't even remember at this point. I'm not gonna hurt Miss Sonya Hajime. She's not in danger. It's an implication of danger. Yeah, but it sounds like you want to hurt these women. What do you don't understand about this? The inside of the warehouse was even darker because their eyes were still used to the outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. What is a hymnal? And I know it's time of music, but like... Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Okay, basically we already listened to that. Anyway. No, but yeah, it's like... What do you don't understand about this? I'm not getting it. God damn, Hajime.
That's it.
Well, don't look at me. You're not in any danger. So they are in danger. No one's in any danger. I did it a little wrong, but
Sounds
yeah.
weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it,
But it
was
sounds like
also
Miss
strange
Sonia
when
doesn't
we
want to
opened the
sleep
door
with
to the
you.
warehouse.
No, that's not the problem. If only Akane had ripped the door off of its hinges the other way. Cloud. Okay, yeah, we saw this. We're good. And then Fuyuhiko Yakuza kicked it open. Yeah.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so
Mm-hmm.
sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because
That's
the panel
true.
was blocking it, right?
Well, yeah, but a panel wouldn't be enough, would it?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that
Mhm.
a problem?
It's a major problem.
Oh, right.
That door
Yeah.
was the only entrance to the warehouse.
Which means the killer was still inside. If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse. I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about was this.
I see.
Slowly getting my health back. Not that it matters, because I can just restart to the last checkpoint, but...
barely be opened. The killer
Mm-hmm.
inside the warehouse
Hey,
wouldn't be
Max,
able
welcome to the
reach
stream. How you doing? This is like the first Danganronpa stream I've ever seen. If you haven't caught up with the game, I would recommend not seeing this, because this is very, very late in the game for
We
Danganronpa
were
2.
all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to
Couldn't
think so
take the
hard.
merch. Yeah, it's all
There's
gone.
actually only one
Burned
person
to
who could have
ashes.
possibly done this.
Got Thanos snapped out of existence. Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true... This murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Mm-hmm. Hold on, what happens if I select myself? That's not it. The person who set up the domino effect in the warehouse was someone else. It wasn't me.
This is my answer.
Yeah. Oh, I already played it. Good. Very good.
What if it was Nagito?
I've already played it as
Why'd
well,
you bring
for what it's
him
worth.
up? He's the
Now I
victim,
mentioned
you
something
know.
about an implication.
He wasn't
Yeah,
just
because
the
that's the
victim.
implication.
Maybe.
Huh?
But it sounds like these
just the
people don't want to murder you.
What does that
What are you not getting about
He
this?
was the victim. And he was the perpetrator too. Maybe.
See, what I like about
Was
this
it
trial...
suicide?
Actually, no, I'll say it afterwards.
Don't be
For the people who have not played this
His
far into
body was
Danganronpa
covered
2
in
and want to
torture
find out from
wounds.
this
Or did you already
as
forget?
few as... Yeah, you know, it was probably Mikan, you know, from the grave. She set that up days in
You saying
advance.
We're all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
A little bit.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Actually, I removed a few of my ribs so I could do that.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Yeah.
Need to discuss?
I mean, think about it for
That's
you,
not
Hiko.
necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Not that impossible. Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but... I feel like I'm overlooking something. Mikan planted that seed days in advance. She knew this was gonna happen. All according to plan. Let's see. Torture wounds, burned rope. That's gonna be it.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Mm-hmm. True. He did that.
It's obviously impossible.
Somewhat.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
Correct-ish.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Okay.
Or if you use your
Theoretical.
front tail?
Mine isn't that opposable. Now, I can speak for every other guy out there, but, my front tail is not, that
Tying just
flexible.
the legs is one thing. Tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Fuck. I already demonstrated! You need to see it! Alright,
Actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
I do think it's the
Tying
burned
just
rope.
the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would.
You couldn't do much with.
It'd be impossible if you...
How about if you use your teeth?
Nope.
Or if you use your front tail?
Also no. God damn it.
Is that a dirty joke?
Consent with Akane. Except since Nagito committed suicide is correct. Nagito should have tied himself up too. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arm, that's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
This is the only thing I can think of. The burned rope.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
Unless...
Impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your or if you use your
Dirty joke. Is that a dirty joke?
Hold on.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs, that's obviously impossible.
tying
Unless
just
the
legs is
burned
one
rope-
thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
I am correct! I know I am!
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
There, okay, so that was the right thing. I was just completely wrong about when it was. Alright.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
I tie up my own arms and legs all the time.
I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
Or no, if I remember correctly.
was just...
Yeah, don't,
He should have been tied up before.
don't give me answers unless I outright ask for it, but otherwise, I think it's fine this time because I also knew what it was automatically, but like, yeah. Also, I have played the game before, so it's not really a huge issue, just, you know.
That proves it.
That the burnt rope in Nagito's right arm is a trap. The lighter... His right sleeve, maybe?
I see.
There it is.
Take a close look at
Yep.
his right sleeve.
Not burnt at all.
Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
Also, most of the rope is still there. It's not that burnt up.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural.
Well, in fairness, so is burning down an
Rope
entire
was burned in
curtain.
advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right?
Dude, Burned Rope would be a really cool album name.
Yeah, that should
Burning the Rope. Which also might be
That's
a
awesome.
different thing.
I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
What?
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Sonya is the founder of OnlyFans.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Akane, we're in Japan.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Oh my god.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
I think I know this. I think I know a thing or two about tying people up. Look, sometimes
Your right hand.
people will pay you to like...
Much is obvious.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence, alright.
Touch me. Give me back that Benjamin.
I never paid you in the first place. Also, you never paid me. Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
To pay me without that? No!
And spill it.
If it's something Nothing lame. I'll make you give back to Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Akane, what would 10,000% interest on that be? A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. There is one. Okay, there's definitely an answer for this. Benjamin is like a lot of yen. At the moment, kinda, yeah. There we go. I'm pretty sure this one's the plushie, because that's where he put the knife and then he slammed it into his hand.
His right hand was free.
Mm-hmm.
How could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
With a lot of
If you throw
effort.
the knife into the air,
Just some
then
guts,
let the
though.
knife fall.
Nope.
Could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
He's pretty lucky.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
Consent!
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I guess it was life-sized.
That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's
And a lot of blood. I gotta say, the dedication to the bit on Nagito's part is
Then he
impressive.
slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And
Burn
it
rope.
also
I burn the
explains
rope and the rope
mysterious
burns me.
glow.
La la la, the end. Benjamin's like $100. Okay, so yeah, Benjamin is $100, which in yen, if you add 2 zeros, would be like 10,000 yen.
I see.
So with 10,000% interest on that, it's
For a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died.
fuck it, I'm not doing math. All right.
A bleeding
I know it's
plushie
technically
is
not that
so
hard, but I still don't want to
scary.
put the time into it.
It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
Discard the plushie and end my
The
turn.
fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
But he was wrong!
So what do you think
Much like
now,
the first killer from the
Yuriko?
first game.
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
He's a loon?
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear.
Pretty much, yeah.
right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
If that's true, how is that possible?
Well, it's funny you should
can't
ask
stab a
that.
spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it
Uh-huh.
and his left hand was all tied up.
Uh-huh.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If
Yeah,
you
like
got
his is
penetrated
for the
by
people,
something
by
so
the
big and
people, of the
thick, you
people.
would die instantly.
What, Sonya?
Didn't catch all that.
That
Said,
fucking
if
face.
you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Wonder how many takes that took the actress to do the line.
Hit one more time.
Oh my god.
He recorded for a reason.
Record it how?
Bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to
My
stab
God.
yourself with a spear.
It was calculated about a million or so
It'd be
increase.
hard to use a spear with a
Probably.
knife stabbed into your right hand, while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's
Huh.
impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I can.
I also agree with that.
Granted, it's
To think
not
that
what
one
I
of us
think,
could
but you
kill
know.
someone with such cruelty. I could never believe that.
You know what he should have done is also stab his right shoulder so that it doesn't
Say you
look
can't believe
that
it?
different.
You just don't want to believe it.
It would be
right?
easier if he like
That's why
put the
you
knife in his
keep
left
getting
hand and like
betrayed
rubbed his
over
shoulder
and
into it,
over again, right?
and then
Goes for
that
this
counted for
time,
that.
too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you
Mhm.
even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
It's called arsenic.
Mamonami sassing me.
Mamona? Did he just say
This is what
Mamonami?
Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So
100 million?
the same. Calling
God
this a
damn.
suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Hajime's going broke. Yeah, he's got a debt to pay. Stay tuned for the sequel where Hajime takes up selling drugs in order to pay the debt,
As Kazuichi
but only
said,
gets himself further and
it's true
further in
we've been
debt.
Constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
It's pretty imaginable.
Do you really think so?
Nagito simply exerted his
You
Second
said it
Amendment
too.
right in himself.
It'd
The
be
right, yeah.
impossible for him to stab himself with a
The
spear
right
in
to
his
stab
position.
arms.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
He did not select impossible
I feel
difficulty.
that there's
Also, huh?
some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of way?
I feel like if there
I
were
don't
like,
know.
if there were 5 Hajimes, this trial would be over immediately.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together.
It's not impossible, Chiaki. It's not that hard.
That's how. We made it this far up till now. Everyone working together.
I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, this probably was harder for me the first time I did it. She's right. We made it through several ordeals by now by doing that. And even now,
Alright, let's do this.
I'm sure this was harder for me the first time I played it, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like there's some clear evidence to show how he could have done that. I'm pretty sure it'd be this one.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
Mm-hmm.
Let's work together and think this through.
Yep.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Yeah.
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Yeah.
Then that rules out his left hand.
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
Lost all my focus, but I got other stuff. Alright.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why?
Idiot should have
I mean,
smeared
his
some
left
blood on
hand
it just
was
to make
tied up,
sure.
you know?
But there was
Like, he has the right to bear arms. The joke's right themselves. Yeah, but his arms are covered up. Hajime has the right to bear arms.
Don't you think it
Or actually, I guess he could have the right to bear
strange?
arms and just not use it when he has, like,
He only
arms
had
that are
blood
covered
on the
up.
Lower area of his palm. Beyond
or
that,
arms that have
blood stain
weapons.
suddenly cuts off, right?
Alternative title. Danganronpa 2, part Hajime getting robbed by Akane. Spoiler alert, he has $1 in his bank
That
account.
settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain.
Hajime has to start an OnlyFans to pay off
There's blood
Akane's
on the back of his
OnlyFans.
Around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
What would a natural bloodstain be?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Just like the way it splatters out.
If there's blood on
Originally,
his
but-
palm and the back of his hand,
As we all know from Ace
What was
Attorney,
his left hand
more
when
blood
his
comes
blood
out
splattered?
when the weapon is removed than it is when the weapon is inserted. What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood is splattered? Bro was gripping.
I see. When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with
Arrowhead,
his
what were
left
you
hand.
doing with your hand when you got stabbed? Gripping.
That's why there's such a strange looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Man, I was just gripping. You don't gotta be like that. Once he grabbed his front... Akane, thank you for making the same joke that I was.
he was obviously grabbing the spear.
His front spear?
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
No, it's his... Guys.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
Okay, but then why wouldn't he hurt his right shoulder?
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Come on, figure it out. They're gonna up at 2.5. Goodbye, debt.
Chiaki, what do you
Yeah,
think?
that is a problem. But yeah, goodbye, debt. That's great.
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
We're not gonna hit Chiaki.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was.
This trial is going a lot faster than I thought it did.
However,
I mean, I guess we've been going for almost an hour now, but like, yeah, Chiaki, you're almost there.
I see.
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
Mm-hmm.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord.
Danganronpa 2.5.1, hello mortgage.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a
Danganronpa
bloodstained shape like it was
2.5.2.
carved or something.
Hoping the bank will forgive me.
The size of that cut off section? About the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then
Yeah, he was ripping cord.
supposed to end up here. Ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Yep.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
To show you how he did it.
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Oh yeah, he pulled like some sort of Indiana Jones trick where he like whipped the spear around and like
The clue to
hit
solve
himself
this
with it.
mystery resides, right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course, this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? Danganronpa 2.9, Despairful Bankruptcy.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
I don't think we can have tea time in here.
At a time like this,
We need tea.
how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
Or TPTTOSAATIOETAAAO. Or as I like to call it,
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time.
I say we stop letting
What does
Chiaki
that
name
mean?
things.
Let's focus on the spear first.
Danganronpa 2.5.3,
Where it
Trigger
was,
Happy
and how it
Evictions.
was positioned just before
2.5.4,
it impaled
Hopeful
Nagito.
Homelessness.
How it was
Hey, there's
positioned.
two! You both said the same thing. Nagito was facing up, and the spear was stabbed in. Okay, so if it's just before that, that's it. Could it be the state of the spear and the fact that Nagito is holding the tip of the cord attachment? I put those together and think about it. I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Oh yeah, we're gonna surf, people! Just need to not fall off like an idiot. Which is my special technique. Oh, fuck! Ah! I know your game at this point, game. Ah! Alright, question one. Hit me with it. I'm a genius! It's got that whole Eurobeat sound effect. Oh, fuck! Oh, dude, this is treacherous. Oh, oh god. No, no more cubes. They are cubes, by the way, because they're... Oh, ah! Ow! Ah! Danganronpa, oh yeah. So what was above Nagito? Ceiling girder, ceiling girder! There, alright. Isn't that funny? We thought of the same joke. There's a lot of same brain that goes on in this chat. Danganronpa, Danganronpa 2.95, Requisite, ow, fuck! Danganronpa 2.5.5, Dog Orgy, or when I bit off my toe. Danganronpa 2.9.8, Living with Charlie and Frank. It's Always Sunny in Jabberwock Island. Alright. There. Shit, no, it was Spear's cord. Shit, 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 I'm gonna fall. No! I wasn't thinking! Now I have very low health. I'll be very surprised if I actually make it through the rest of this trial without dying at least once. Yeah. I like to imagine everyone else is just staring at Hajime while he's, like, thinking through all this. They're like, he hasn't spoken in, like, 5 minutes.
It's all coming together.
Hajime, I never knew that you were playing children's games in your mind while we were solving the trial.
It must have been
What had the gang would do if they were in a Danganronpa game? Let's just say D did it. What? No, why would you say that I did it? Well, because D, you bird. I feel like they would all wind up blaming each other until it was revealed that the culprit just committed suicide and that it wasn't actually a murder. Or Charlie thinks that he did it but didn't.
And using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the
Yeah,
battle.
red. Why don't hold on, let's talk about this. Why don't they just say pink? We know it's pink. It's pink in every Danganronpa thing that it's pink. And you know what? I think it's fine that it's pink. I think it's a funny sort of like thing about this franchise in particular. But why not just say pink? I realize it's red for them, but is that? Well, that raises other questions. Is Soda's hair red in this universe?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
Maybe they think spears are cool. Maybe that's the problem.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
They were both used to stab.
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide?
Probably.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
What are the? Oh yeah, the gang. Oh yeah. All right, I already said that
Not
one.
just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
Remember that bit in It's Always Sunny when Dennis was pretending to be an orchestra conductor when concocting a plan?
That spear should not
I want to believe that's what
have
Hajime's
stabbed
doing during the
Nagito
logic
until the
dive.
very
Oh
end.
yeah.
Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that
Look at his
spear,
eyes. That
right?
man is unfazed by stabbing himself in the
Did he
leg.
put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
That man is unfazed. That he is not
Did he
screaming.
go that far? That's
Eyebrows aren't even
crazy.
thrown up.
Why would he do that to himself?
Here I go
He was
stabbing
probably
again.
Trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
For real though. Yeah, Nagito's kind of nuts.
Was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Yeah, he's our friend, but also a complete asshole. Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. That's stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I had forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not
Once
have
it's
to
addressed
call
in
the
canon, the
Bronze
colors
to
are what they
reveal
look
the
like except for the
traitor.
blood. Okay, yeah. 'Cause I was thinking, like, if that's pink, or if the blood is red in this universe, what does that bring into question about all the other colors?
He made us split up and search for
What
a
if we're
bomb
all
so none of us would have
colorblind?
an alibi.
I think that would actually be a really funny in-universe way of explaining it, is that every prospective character is colorblind, so they all see the blood as pink, but they know it's red. Like, they don't really see the difference between it.
Did he cause a bomb?
I think that would be hilarious. I do kind of like that, though, of, like, games with really weird explanations for things the developers did kind of on purpose.
You are right.
Like how in, I think one of the old Zelda games, there's a sprite with Link where he always has his shield in one hand, but he switches it another way because it was mirrored. And then, what was it? They put in the instruction manual like, oh, he always has his shield facing toward Mount Doom because it's a superstition, so he switches hands with it. But in actuality, it's because they just did change the sprite.
It's probably just my imagination.
Miss Nagito's black hair. They all see it as red, but it's pink and they're just colorblind. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but... why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
The fact that you sound so gleeful about it makes us say no.
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial.
I wonder what it's like recording lines for this game, because you usually seem to record lines only for the trial. So it's probably like a thing where you're in the booth and they're like, alright, so you're congratulating this character on us winning the trial. And you're like, oh yeah, we won the trial! And then the next trial, it's like, I didn't kill that person!
No, hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
Yep, we haven't done the PTA yet.
But the issue here
The
is
Parent-Teacher
who killed
Association.
Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What
It's
kind of
always about who the
mystery
traitor
that?
is.
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Oh, we're finished, alright. It's evidence that he couldn't mess with.
I see.
Oh, I meant to do details. I didn't realize that was actually selecting
Is
it,
it
but
about
yeah.
the Monokuma file?
Yeah.
The traitor is the friend we made along the way, or how Vegas Tattoo in Street Fighter is both the left and right side because they just flipped the sprite sheet instead of making a new one. Oh, yeah. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Sharp because of the spear and the knife. Not only is there a spear in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Shiaki is worried about is... Huh? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Oh, we're... Alright, yeah. No, shit. Why are there so many O's? Shit. Shit. Fuck. I need another S. Oh, this is a mess. This is a disaster. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, no. Where's green? I require one. Shit. Fuck. Oh. I am never gonna financially recover from this. Shit. I didn't even mean to do that. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Oh, this is bad. Oh, D, give me a... Gah. Yeah, I failed. Shut up. I'm gonna try again. Yeah, I'm the black and I'd like to retry. This is a very forgiving game. Alright, out of curiosity, I don't want an answer, just confirmation. Do they ever reveal who lost and who's the fuck is knocking over trees and roaring? I think so. But I'm not entirely sure on that. It's been a while. Shit. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, boy. No, shit! Oh, that was the wrong button! Oh, man, where are my O's at? Where are the O's? Where are the O's? Where are the O's at? Alright. Bro, this is a mess. Okay. Purple. Give me a purple. Oh, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. All right. Shit. A. Oh my God. Give me an H somewhere. Okay. Give me a D. My final message, give me a D.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Mm-hmm. There's stab in the stomach, stab one of the thighs, but there's no listed cause of death.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth! There he goes
Fifth.
again. I'm so appalled that I have
With a
nothing to
TH,
say.
not the fifth.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Could be.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
It was
Are you
basically a
suggesting
suicide, but
again that his death wasn't a suicide?
look,
You guys were the ones who said it
sometimes
was a suicide in
it's
the
a
first
suicide,
place.
but it's also not. Suicide by other
I
person.
don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but
Or Beethoven's final words. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
it's not just a suicide.
God damn.
Come to think of it. Did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past
Are
him.
you sticking up for him?
That's not what I
No,
meant. I mean
kinda.
it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean,
He is
this Nagito
very
we're
tricky.
talking
Also,
about,
we
you
have
know?
plenty of evidence we haven't used yet, so there's that.
How interesting.
Nah.
You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice.
We
you
believe
can
in
use
the
to
idea
split
of
his
him.
Malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
We are not friends.
What friendship?
Exactly. He does kinda hate
What
us.
should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
No.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
Listen to the giant smartphone behind
We
her.
only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
Yeah.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma. You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end.
We're still
If we
counting the
work
ballots
together,
from other states.
Everything should be all right.
This
That's what I believe.
is Democracy Manifest.
Splendid.
What was the
You
charge?
guys are so
Killing Nagito?
splendid right now.
A splendid,
If all your
a
hopes are
succulent
united,
Chinese
no despair can
Nagito.
shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you. Huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. Nagito is Monami! The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. And the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking.
No, no.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out, too. You're the only one who didn't know. Hey, I knew! Isn't that right, Monami? Oh, yeah, her. Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even one teensy 1mm bit. Oh, sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We distrust each other constantly. You aren't even friends in the first place. And as your older brother, let me say this. We're not siblings. You're not even my brother. It's sad we live in a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Monokuma's homophobic, just good to know. Well, there may be some demands for that. Oh, I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Man bait. Alright. We're good. Let's keep going. I aim to finish this trial today.
Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
Yep.
Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now.
And stuffing, probably.
Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
By shooting him?
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Well, order of operations, I guess. You know, what
Why don't we
happened?
try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this. In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito,
Like, what if a bird dropped it
all I
on
can
him?
think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you
I
think?
mean, I guess it's possible to lose blood through your hand enough, in a way, but
If you think
unlikely.
the cuts on his legs and left arm.
It reminds me of a meme of an OnlyFans girl that resembled Kamala Harris with the caption, "You know what? Recount the votes."
Are we finished already?
That's amazing.
I feel
Monomi seems like the type of just stuffed animal to be in a Toy Story. I can see that, yeah. Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
Fatal wound that wasn't the spear. You don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. I'm guessing it's this.
Let us consider
Oh
a
yes, the
different fatal
poison. The
wound.
poison specially designed to kill people.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
Nah, that feels too simple.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
There we go.
I agree with that.
Man, I've consented with Sonya more than Chiaki.
That's it.
Soda must be
Totally
pissed.
forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
It is
Poisson?
true that poison is not something we can see.
It's
but
Dr. House when you need him.
did you bring
He just
that
walks
up
in,
all
he's
of
like,
a sudden?
first of all, fuck you.
I remember.
His shoes are
we went to
untied.
investigate Nagito's house,
His hair's a little
we discovered
messy.
Something really strange.
Check this man's anus for worms.
Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
I love that one meme of like every episode of House in a nutshell.
Poison?
Additionally, that's
For
a
poisoning
poison
use
used
only.
specifically for killing.
It's good that he has to spell that out. I was about to use it for food.
I see. Now that you mention it, there's
That's a
no
mono
way
blue piece of paper because
toxin
that's the only thing that
doesn't
here
relate
can
to
kill
the
you.
case
What?
at
What?
all.
Where'd the mono come from?
If poison was the cause of death,
It's mono
then that would
paper.
leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
Unless he just didn't have blood.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
He never said
What
medicine.
does that mean?
Also, he's from the Yakuza. What the fuck do you think?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's
Nagito really is always just trying to ice skate uphill, isn't he?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear.
Using myself,
and his
yeah.
right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Super death.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
Full of shit, maybe.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Okay, Akane.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
Kane,
was covered with
I don't know what
dirt.
you think that can do. It's
If he
probably
wanted
not
to
what you
poison,
think.
How'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
But what about the way he sliced himself?
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way the poison enters Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label? You should think carefully and try to remember it. Do we not have evidence of it right here? Oh no! Back to surfboarding. Oh, what? I got through the hole. Alright, I got this, right? Okay, maybe... Oh, I may have slightly overestimated. It's a very thin path. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. Alright. There was a poison. Solidus! Liquid! Hello, Snake. Did you like my sunglasses? Yes. Ah. I'm gonna die again in this trial, really. I'm gonna kill ya to fuck. Okay. Oh, man, I am rainbow roading this shit. Okay. Oh, I am. You know what? I'm just gonna try to go for. There we go. I'm taking the easy way out. Okay. We're good. We're good. We made it! Through his nose! He sniffed it up! He sniffed it all! Okay, we're good. It was just a matter of sniffery. Alright. They keep stabbing out, man. Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything.
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
Mm-hmm. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Like with fire?
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
Mm-hmm.
Breathe that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Because it's heavier than air, like they said. The smoke? No.
Crap!
And I'm dead again. Shit. Man, the minigames really took a turn for the dangerous in this last, like, little bit here.
We will never give up!
Oh yeah, the poison. The poison for people. The chosen especially to kill people. People's poison. That poison?
What if
So I can't believe in Chapter 4 it took Hajime to find the word elevator. Oh yeah. I don't have to do the logic dive again, do I?
I see!
It was the sprinklers?
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Hmm?
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Because it made it wet and changed the
Well,
concentration?
This was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. Oh, okay, hydrolysis would be adding water or just breaking it. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. What if you poured blood on it? Because that technically has water in it. Kinda.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds of
Hydrolysis,
poison
that's the
poison
right
were
term,
broken
actually.
down by the water from the sprinklers.
Took a whole Hangman's Gambit to remember the word
Also,
elevator. Yeah.
Poison is apparently denser than
Hajime
air,
is just a little
so it
dyslexic.
probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
Wonder if it
meets
smelled
the
like grapes.
requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
It's not just a theory,
The true cause
a
of Nagito's
game
death
theory.
was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
Wait, that doesn't
So what?
explain... Yeah,
Huh?
he's got the right
We
of it.
figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death.
Naito died because he was at the bottom till the very
Alright,
end.
All the mystery should be solved now.
Bro
We
got
should get on to the
impaled.
voting time, right?
While he was sniffing.
Well, but
What? There's still more?
There's still more. I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Nagito died because blocks on blocks on blocks. Indeed.
Hey,
Is that really
what
okay?
happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Kind of. Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito
Accomplice.
committed suicide
It's
by
a 5-letter
inhaling
word.
poison that he brought,
5-letter word. What? No.
then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse. The meat on the bone.
I see.
The fucking meat on the bone. I can't escape that
Are you
shit.
Talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Oh man, it's been like a year since I started this playthrough.
Nagito brought it.
Or over a year,
So
actually,
he
now that I
couldn't
think about
find
it.
the container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison
Probably,
without
at
putting
least.
it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning.
When was my first stream of this, actually? Keep this liquid in, secure by storing it in a cool place with the glass plastic container. Da 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 da. Yeah.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it completely
Let's see, I
incinerated.
first started streaming Danganronpa 2.
Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire.
Oh god, how long ago was this?
Does that mean someone got rid of the container?
Well over a year ago.
That's why you mentioned an
And by the time I finish it, it will also have been well over a year.
That is impossible.
My god.
An accomplice? It is just two.
Yeah.
Does that really matter all that much?
I mean, we need to know who did it, yeah.
I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
It does if that counts as murder.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Yeah,
right.
possibly.
You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it
We
okay
can't
to
just
close
say it's
this
right
case
because we
yet?
want it to be.
I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
No one is. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. Tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, no one here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
his name isn't Nagito Epstein for no reason.
Nagito is seeing through us. By calling
Why did he
this
choose the
Nagito's
meat?
suicide,
Because
we're trying
you
to
know,
take
I want to
things
watch the
easily
scary
out so
movies
we
on
don't
Netflix.
hurt
Took them
anyone
down, the
else.
cowards. Oh yeah, absolutely. Want to see that guy with the little turkey hand?
Nagito was here right
Then he
now,
like fucks the
probably
turkey or something.
sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So that's the extent of your hopes.
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
Something like that, yeah.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before.
I mean,
right?
technically,
Even if we
but-
solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
yeah. Just stop getting killed easy.
Even
Yeah.
if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to
Yeah.
figure out who it is?
Take my hand. Give me my other hand. My other hand is not as strong.
It is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison.
Hey,
from the
Droopy
crime
Me.
scene.
Welcome to the stream. You and John. Yeah.
But
Are we gonna
I
die?
just
I
can't
mean,
imagine ending this by turning our
perhaps.
backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing.
Okay, but not knowing could
We
wind
probably
up
just didn't
killing
notice
us.
it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Uh-oh. What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. I've been shot! Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. Yep. The way Nagito brought the poison. Which means the thing he used as a container was... This is another Hangman's Gambit. God damn it! It's not gonna be hard, it's just... Shit. That was gonna be my ticket, man. And there goes the N that I needed. Fuck. I require another N. Fuck. No! I needed that A. Okay. There, got the A. E. I require it. No. Alright, I need another E. That's it. That's all I need. E. Eventually. There. Okay. Huh.
I see. I got it.
Did you need the spell fire grenade, the thing you were just talking about? Really, Hajime?
Poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yep.
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone.
It was
Instead,
always
it was
there.
A container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place.
Also, again, fire grenade just sounds like something that you would not...
As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse.
You know, I feel like a fire grenade is something that would spread fire, not that would put a fire out.
It can be hidden with the other
I'm not sure
fire
if it's a
grenades
real
used,
thing or not.
so there's
I'm
no
just
need to
saying that's,
dispose of
you
the
know, that's my
container
thought on
later.
that.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Because he forced our hand by taking away all the other fire
Did
things.
Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
There are no other
When I first
ways.
discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Mm-hmm.
You
Was
just
it
have to peel off that seal and swap the
aluminum?
insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
A fire grenade is opposed to a gunpowder grenade.
Did you say
Or an
aluminum?
incendiary grenade.
Hajime. Could it be?
If
Yeah,
so,
it
then
could.
There's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Because now we need to use the blue thing we found. It contained a clue that the contents of the fire grenade were swapped with the poison. Well, aluminum paper, it's not, that's, I would just call it aluminum. You don't need to bring up the paper part.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
What kind of poor mag is that? No, not that.
That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash.
It's the piece of
The
trash.
seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
Probably had to, yeah.
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
I didn't even know we stocked gas masks.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
Not
Right.
necessarily.
If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
Found pictures of Hajime.
See, I told you.
Let's like to imagine
The
there's pictures of
conclusion is
Hajime
so
all
same.
over the cottage of his
Nagito
walls.
committed suicide.
Or the walls of his
End
cottage.
Story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
It's not as bad as I thought. In
Hey,
fact,
What are you
it's
planning
much
to say
worse.
now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Yeah.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison.
Looks like Nagito took LTG's advice to
But
heart.
when was it deployed in the warehouse?
Now
When
before he
did
died,
Nagito put
yeah.
in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same? Mm-hmm. That same moment be...
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
Us.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
Murdered.
He didn't kill himself.
Yep. That's the big censure of this entire trial, is who killed him.
You said so yourself. You said Nagito committed suicide.
Well, we were wrong.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Yeah,
Who prepared
that's
the
the
poison
question.
fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Mm-hmm. Huh? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade killed Nagito was...
I see.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes
Yeah,
ago.
but you gotta walk through it, man. You gotta go with her.
Who set the warehouse
on this little
fire that
walk.
caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
That would also be Nagito.
I see.
And Shaka's just giving me free health points.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
At least 2 or 3 more.
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire...
I see.
Yep.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
And he also hid the other fire stuff that Sonya said was
Set
hidden
the
somewhere
fire
else.
Just so we put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a
Because...
trap.
Yep.
A trap?
Preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison.
Mm-hmm.
It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Ririn just walked up and was like,
Seriously,
Nagito, kill
I'm
yourself.
asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do.
It was an
And
accident.
for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
I love it when he does that face.
Nagito did not commit murder.
He turned blue.
Instead, he manipulated
We're gonna have fun with the
someone
rest of the
else into
stream.
killing him.
That's probably gonna end pretty soon.
To do that,
Yeah, he remembers what an
set a
octagon
trap to
is.
force someone to kill him.
BMX.
The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point.
Mm-hmm. So that he knew it would fall and break. That's why all that happened.
The fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor.
Yep.
Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison.
As he wanted. You gotta wonder though, what was his plan if he like,
Hold on. If that's true,
if no one knew where the
can't
fire
say the
grenades
poison
were,
was the cause of
and they
death.
just let him
Might
bleed
be
out?
Poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
No, but it said instant on the poison, so he's probably dead.
The poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right. Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the
Oh,
poison.
yep.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
Nagito, you were supposed to off yourself, not my Wi-Fi.
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
But it's literally a 1 in 6 chance that you get it right.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery.
If there's one thing you gotta love about Nagito, it's that he always plans like 10 steps ahead, even if it doesn't necessarily need to happen. Nagito's look would have somehow materialized whatever he wanted in reality. Yeah,
As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope.
that's kind of the whole thing with the ultimate lucky character thing, where it's like, anything you want to happen pretty much does
Who
happen.
believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades.
So Sonya's the killer.
I am so sorry. Please vote me as a killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
And Fuyuhiko,
It's not
there's one about him, but he's
Sonya's
always
fault.
on topic. He's always on
All
point.
Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
Cause he's fucking crazy.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras.
Unless he knows which one was the poison one and he knows who took
Monokuma
that
doesn't
one.
know. This trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's how legal stuff works.
No, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonya. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
Queen never should.
I mean, how can you
Also,
have such
Soda,
much
what?
power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving
1 in
all we can
6.
do?
There's literally a 1 in
No,
6 chance.
it's too early
Roll a
to-
dice.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
No, it's just a hunch. It's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Yep.
Really?
And realistically would never work considering it's so dependent on people hopefully doing whatever Nagito wants them to do. Yeah, that's true.
One more time from the beginning?
Is it like Saw Black and White Bear Jigsaw? It kinda is, I guess.
My hunch is correct. Hajime.
The difference is, this bear just wants them to be like, you know, sad and angry. It's right. It doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Whereas Saw is usually trying to get people to learn something. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. And I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Closing argument. Alright, I don't think we have anything for... I don't think we have anything for these yet. That's up the thing there, so that's not one of them. His mouth still isn't covered there, so... Ah, damn it. There we go. Alright. Okay. Fuck. Alright, so it's the other one then. There. There we go. There we go. These would be here? No. God damn it. There's that. All right. Already have that one. Fuck you. No, wait. There's that. There we go. Did we have the thing of him setting the lighter? No, that's already there. That one's already shown. There we go. So him setting the lighter should be right here. Jet. There we are. Last stock.
Here's everything that happened
Oh,
in this
boy.
case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
Yeah. He looks very unenthused here for someone who's about to pour liquid of poison and stuff.
That he needed for his plan.
Also, notice how, even though this is kind of a low-res image, they did put the actual description of the thing on the back of the bottle there.
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison.
I mean, yeah, we already covered all this. It's just a question of who threw the
When he did
grenade.
that, a specific item was left as evidence. The blue aluminum seal on the grenade.
Mm-hmm. You know, honestly, if you wanted to make this
With
perfect
that, Nagito finished making the poison
and make
fire
sure no one
grenade, took it
knew,
with him
he
to
would
the
have hidden that stuff somewhere else. But he didn't. So what's he trying to get across here? Dun dun dun.
and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room.
What would have happened if his body immediately went into rigor mortis? Oh yeah, I guess that would have made it a lot
Next
easier to
morning,
solve.
Nagito appeared
I mean, either way, he still would have been
before
dead,
he
but...
hit a bomb somewhere.
Or what if he let go of the spear early by accident and let that kill him as opposed to anything else?
While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from
See,
the
I
door
misremembered. I thought he put the lighter inside the plushie to get it to, like, fall over or something like that, or
Placed
stand
the
up.
oil lighter in front of
So
him.
remember that one part from JoJo Part 5 where he, like, bit
From
into
there,
a roll
Nagito
to
set
stick
his
the lighter
insane
up?
plan in motion.
They just went with that.
First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord.
Yeah.
Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he
Man,
broke off the rope on
sticking
his
a knife
arm
into a teddy
beforehand.
bear so you can stab yourself with it is pretty metal.
In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up.
He seems experienced enough with this to not make a mistake on that.
As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand,
Just imagine he missed throwing the spear over the thing, and you just hear like a huge clank from the warehouse, and everyone goes in there, they're like, hey, what's going on here? And then his entire plan falls
this was
apart.
just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream,
Splish, splish, stab!
He stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs.
I gotta admire his dedication to the bit, honestly.
Finally. He propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured.
You see, Hajime, I learned this from a game called Grand Theft Auto 5.
His plan still wasn't over. In fact,
I gotta say, the torture scene from Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the more uncomfortable bits of the game, honestly.
Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message.
That stupid-ass smile he's got, look at that.
After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of
Also, I
Nagito's
like
plan.
how, even though we don't know which of these figures is which character, one of them is hugging one of the other ones, and we know that's
We opened the door
probably
to the
Soda
warehouse,
hugging
which
Sonya.
inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain.
You know, all this could have been prevented if we just didn't try to put it out, because remember, the sprinklers went on after a minute, and the grenades didn't even work. So hey. We could have stopped it all just by hoping that he drowned
Then aimed for
instead.
the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply.
Yep.
It never
Oh,
occurred
God.
to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared.
Ooh, crash.
The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere.
Solidus.
The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was.
And his eyes turned pink. As you can see in the little image to the
Monokuma's
left.
poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized.
That's pretty normal. A
Poison
lot of
gas
gases are like
completely
that.
surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
Yeah. But that didn't kill him, though. And the sprinklers turned on because that's how they work.
This is all the information related to Nagito's plan.
The one with his head in his hands is probably
His
also
true
Soda.
intention was to set one of us up as the killer.
Akane's probably the one staring at the ceiling, trying to catch
This
water in
time,
her
we
mouth.
Still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone.
Yeah, what was that meme from like a month or two ago where it's like
As we might, we
someone
cannot
standing in the
reach
range
that
dramatically and then someone else
That
looking up
was
trying to catch
Nagito's
water
trap.
in their mouth with their tongue hanging out? I don't know what that's from.
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity.
It's funny, pretty much all those characters were the ones who I thought they were.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
You really did die from being penetrated by something
How
thick
about
and
it,
big.
Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Perhaps.
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
That for you, Hiko sprite with him sweating
For
is...
someone?
That's interesting.
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. A tropical island where nothing bad ever happens. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap.
And it's because of that that we all fucked
By
up.
believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
Because
And what's wrong with
he's Catholic.
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart.
The Mets.
I want you to try to remember what that is.
No, he was a fan of the White Sox.
I see.
Yep, he believes in his luck above all else.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
Yeah, believe in you guys. Believe in my ultimate talent. Definitely gonna be alright. We got it.
The last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
And the power of Jesus
Not
Christ.
so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
Well, yeah, but your talent is Yakuza stuff, which doesn't help, and
In his case,
she's a gamer.
it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
Dude's just really lucky. It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? Yeah. And he did the same thing with the first killing game happened at the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. Yep, and that was about a year ago that we did that. Doesn't seem very lucky, but he was.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
You know what's funny, before I played Danganronpa 2 the first time, I was under the impression that Nagito was the main
It
character.
was strange that it doesn't connect.
Because he seemed really weird and like his design was like the most, you know,
Factored in his belief in
out
us.
there sort of stuff.
But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
No, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
Mm-hmm.
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's
And we
why
don't
he
know it
relied on
either.
being the ultimate
We
lucky
don't know
student
shit.
and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
But what if his luck didn't work if he stabs
He
himself?
left his plan to
Just
luck?
imagine, like, every stab misses any, like, fatal things, so he's just bleeding out in
Probably
pain,
risked his
but with
life
no
just
end
so
to
his
it.
ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
No, I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The traitor.
Chucky,
Nagito
enough
was
with your
after the
riddles.
traitor, huh?
Then he relied on
I
his
like
luck
your funny
to weed out
words,
the
Magic
traitor?
Man.
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was.
Riddle
until
me
the very
this
end.
one, Batman.
All he could do was
Who
rely
was
on his
in
own
Paris?
Then what he said in his video message.
You know, in order to complete the game and get the true ending, you have to get the 500 Chiaki trophies around the island. Oh, there's any student handbook. Yeah, there's the Strado student handbook. When they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long. Was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer.
Damn it, Chucky, you know I can't say that.
Damn it! We're all in a huge
That's what
bind 'cause
Nagito
of
was
that.
planning, Batman.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
But I know someone who can.
The traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument.
Thank you for
Nagito's
coming to my
plan
TED
was to
Talk.
Make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we just be
You know,
really
for a
bad
minigame
luck
called
when we
Closing
cast our
Arguments, we
votes.
sure did that like 20 minutes ago.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean,
Nagito, you can't say the word either.
target is, there's no way
Actually,
we can
Hajime,
vote.
I'm 2% Nigerian.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
I know my First Amendment rights, Batman.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
Hmm?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself.
Hmm.
That's why I want you guys to guess.
Yep.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Man, this is Spy Kids 3 all over again.
A traitor who's
By the way,
not
has anyone
allowed
here
to think
seen
that they're
Spy
different
Kids?
from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
Who do we think is the traitor, guys?
Please.
Any chance it's me? Yeah. Yeah.
It's... you? Chiaki?
I haven't seen this first Spy Kids movie years ago. I can't remember which one.
Please, hold on.
All I'll say is Spy Kids 3 is a very similar twist to what just happened.
You totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the
I'm
Future
the
Foundation
imposter.
to hide among you all. Is
I was
me.
venting. Damn it. Why? Why is it the hot one? This is, I mean, this nonsense is, why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
Oh
What
boy.
does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking
Burn
us?
the witch. Let's not burn the witch too fast.
After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait. The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is.
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
I do like the way this game laid that out as far as mysteries go. I'll talk about that more, I guess, on the finale stream, but like...
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet.
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand.
No.
We cannot vote until we are satisfied.
Crush the Whispered's cube-shaped boulders. I'd rather not.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh? Yeah.
Hey, Hajime, can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Why do I have
This
to do that?
is why I've been
I
hesitant.
want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult.
I gotta be honest, I really thought when I first played the game that Chiaki and Nagito were two people that would absolutely be in the final, like,
I believe
surviving
you can
group.
prove it.
Whether I
But
can prove it or
obviously
not,
they,
that's not the problem.
you know.
Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
Yeah. She said it, so she must spread it.
Or something. This would have been a
Or
heck of a
whatever.
lot easier for us to understand, but
We sentence you to playing Tetris.
She's not the
No!
at all.
Not Tetris! Anything but
Johnny
Tetris!
isn't the traitor.
Is that because you confused Nagito for Makoto?
Too bad.
No. I thought he would kind of get to the end just because he was like... He's a similar sort of thing as Byakuya in the first game, where they were both kind of like... They're your rival, they're the one who's kind of like there to fuck with you. And Chiaki was like Kyoko in the sense that she was like the main helper girl. So it was like, oh, the two people who I thought would absolutely survive to the end didn't. And then you have, fucking, like Sonya, Akane, and Soda, who are in the surviving group. Damn it. Who, they didn't really get a lot of development for the most part. Like, they didn't get no development, but, you know, Monami and Chiaki's relationship. Bring it here, is that the only way? Alright, PTA.
Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. Burst open and mix.
Why is she giving me baking instructions?
I won't let you. Burst open and mix.
Open and mix what? Pancakes?
Disappear. Stupid face.
Grenade! Shit! Ah!
I'll lower your grade. Stupid face. Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. Burst open and mix. Chucky and I aren't best friends.
This is the end.
There it is.
We investigated
Yeah, funnily
Nagito's
enough,
cottage.
Nagito's whole thing in the third chapter made him lie.
Sony logo on it.
And the funny thing about that is just the fact that at one point he says, I'm using a fake name. And since he's lying, we know that can't be true. So that whole, well, like, red herring about him having the same name as Makoto spelled differently is,
True identity is written?
it's funny. Also, I think he had, in Japanese, he might have had the same actor. I guess in English also he had the same actor, but there's that.
I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
give me that notebook.
Anyone is able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Bad guy. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. Oh, it's written from right to left, yeah.
What is this? Is this Monomi's diary?
Is the
Is
traitor's
it?
identity written in here?
Probably not directly.
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either.
Mm-hmm. But we know, because the traitor outed themselves.
It's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
No. Truth is, I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just, I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. Now, I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this
Yep.
is Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Because her hands don't have fingers.
Then the one who wrote this is...
She's nervous about being illiterate.
Someone
Or
connected to Monomi.
illegible. I don't know what the term is for
It's
someone who
not a
can't
mistake
write
that
but might be able to
the
read.
traitor wrote it.
If so,
But
is
man,
this like a report that the
Chiaki's
traitor
handwriting
sent
is
to
shit.
Monomi?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi?
Oh, but this is the 5th case. And we're at the very end of
How
it.
would you know who the traitor is from that?
Welcome to the stream, LOL,
There's
bitch.
anything written in here.
How you
Only
doing?
me and one other person would
Love the
know.
name. What's in that entry?
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Mm-hmm.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
Yep, if he wins the life-threatening game. Uh-huh. And that's when she showed up. Cool. Hey, I hope the stream is going well. Thanks. It has been going pretty well, I think.
That's why Chiaki is the
Except for the
only
parts where I
person
messed up
who's
horribly.
written about this.
There must be some mistake.
Is there?
I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her?
It was time spent with a traitor.
Was that all a lie too?
No, that was true.
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
Knowing the answer to all of this makes this much weirder in hindsight.
I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. Yep, she put her thing in the bomb. Yep.
Now
Yep.
that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
Which should have been the first clue, really.
She tested it out right away after being.
Hajime can't believe that his gamer girl streamer GF doesn't love him back. What do you mean?
That
You're
doesn't make
the
any
traitor.
sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Unless, guys, what can we figure out from
The bomb was
this?
a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake.
Should be,
Why are you
isn't?
saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
You modded me, Chiaki. I thought we had something going.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor.
Meanwhile, Sonya didn't even mod Soda. He just kept showing up to her streams. I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe, but
But then nobody will be saved.
wait, what? One last one? What? It's probably the Monomi's notebook thing.
Chiaki is not the traitor.
Oh, wait, might be Monokuma's account. We haven't used that yet.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, Didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
Uh-huh.
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not.
Yep.
The only person who knew it was a fake was
Monokuma.
me when I tried to detonate it.
Wait, what? Huh? Well, Monokuma's account specifically says that he told no one.
Didn't Chiaki use
I guess he didn't tell her, she just tried it, but...
If that bomb was fake, the only person who knew me when I tried.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs. There's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
Fuck!
Damn it!
Huh.
Chiaki is not the traitor.
Hold on, what about Sonya's account? What does that mean? Sonya's account. What is this? Secretly used one of the bombs from the military base at the ancient ruins and found out the bombs were fake. At the time, Monami was apparently peeking at the whole thing. Oh, but if Monami was peeking at it, then Chiaki also would have
Use the
known.
card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate.
Oh, hoisted by your own words! Granted, it sucks for me that this is true, but, you know...
That's not it. Sonya shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real.
Hiding amongst the shrubs. Like a real
You
rabbit.
said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that,
Kicking her out of the group chat, for God's sake.
I would have had to
Kick her out of the
explain
group
how I heard
chat,
about
dislike
it
her
from
Instagram
Mom.
posts,
I did not want to
block
say
her on
that.
Reddit.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonya.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor.
I'm gonna go with Monokuma's account. Let's try this.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Sonya, she's panicking pretty
Even
badly.
if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Shit, so I'm wasting cuts on something.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
There we go.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
And then
There was
the
someone other than
reporter
me
for
and
caption
Monami
issues.
who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma.
Correct, but not quite.
Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki
Shit!
that it was fake beforehand.
Oh, okay. One anyway.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake.
But
But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
we're going to use that as evidence, then that has to be true.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at
Here's the
times like
question,
this.
would this trial
We
even
already know
happen
that.
if they hid the body in a way that no one else found it?
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's...
I'm
not
believing
it.
them both, because Chiaki
Sis,
is confessing to
Even
it.
if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
Nagito's luck is stronger than
not it.
Superman at this point.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it! We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito.
We should believe in Chiaki, who's telling us all
We have
this.
to believe in Chiaki.
Exactly.
Huh?
These people need to find it. Exactly, that's what I'm
Doesn't
saying.
matter who the traitor is.
Like, if they threw it into the ocean and found a way to, like,
Even if
chain it
Chiaki is
down under
traitor,
the water,
That's not the Chiaki I
they'd be
know.
fine.
I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Nagito's luck surpasses literal gods in programming. He's the most busted ultimate. Yup.
unlike before, you guys don't have to stay
Unparalleled.
alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Hmm.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry,
Chiaki!
Monami. I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this.
Yeah. A little bit.
Still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that.
How so?
We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's
Oh,
eyes are
yeah,
dry,
because...
you know?
Okay, yeah. I get the
know.
joke.
It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't
Oh.
have to worry.
Outside of the actual most overpowered ultimate,
And
yeah.
cast your vote.
Damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
The end of the trial. I don't know why I have all this set to kind. I've done this before. I should have been able to easily do this. B. I got a B rank. Huh. Well, got 84 coins that I won't even be able to use. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness. Loneliness. Sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. We believe in the person who's urging us forward. And we have to start walking. And believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. Been fun, Chiaki. See ya.
Even so.
Yes, burn the witch. And it's actually soda. Never mind. Alright. There it is. I don't know why they didn't wait to conclude the last trial till after that. It was like 2 scenes later. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Komaeda's killer is... Chiaki Nanami!
Damn
Are you serious? That was correct. The fact that Chiaki was a traitor. The fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true.
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid. We're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really a part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
All of her last lines are voiced apparently, look at that.
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There is no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I guess not this line. It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what. 'Cause I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray?
Well?
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing the secret yourself. You're right.
Why?
There's not the time to be laughing. Now let me try the Tetris punishment. I'll crush her with the first block.
Well?
If you aim properly, I guess. Or if you do like the little spinny maneuver. But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. Still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not gonna answer, right? Like if we ask you why, like if we ask you why you're in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even if you've a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend. Even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize. Yeah, it would be easy because, yeah, she doesn't really move.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed, and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange? Strange.
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You've raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations! You successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor! Kill everyone besides the traitor? I actually kind of forgot about this part, honestly.
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? Of all the form of plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
Don't get it twisted. It's okay. Okay. What?
Well?
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chiaki.
Chiaki, you really are a kind-hearted person. You think so? Geez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
Perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother. Don't you think?
Hey, come on.
Hey, don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru. You're such a failure, Nagito. Your plan backfired. Completely backfired, yeah. Then I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else. Even if I know it's a fight I cannot win. I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
Eh? Retaliate?
I will no longer let
Suplex!
you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
Oh, they're both Yamcha. I guess not the pose, but... She's self-destructed?
What'd you say?
Would that make her the Cyberman in this case? Nah, whatever. What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, died?
No.
I'm not dead.
Ah!
I knew one fucking came out! Phew. Man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Hey, wait. It's gonna keep happening, isn't
I
it?
will beat you. Nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose! Forgive me!
Yeah. Hey, not yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all gonna be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course. I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my students.
I won't let you.
I will protect them with my life. Monami, you...
Hey.
Now then, how many of you are still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh, how exciting!
How many? Not that much. Around 10 to the power of 60. Ah. Imagine busting this hard of a nut. What'd you say?
What?
1 million?
Hmm.
1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion? Up ahead, 10 to the 52, 10 to the 56 to 10 to 60. That's 10 to the 60th power. You could have said that from the beginning.
Hey.
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad!
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created. In the Monokuma manufacturing facility! What if Monokuma's able to feel the pain like programmed nerves? It'd be really funny if he could.
That's wrong.
What? Those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Monami, finish him off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. Foreshadowing. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Could it be? Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey!
That would be a Novem Decillion. I'll pretend to know what number that is. Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey.
What's going on? Don't tell me. You're not gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
in the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of
Look
10
at all
to
the
power of
Aladars.
60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement?
I wonder how soft it would be to lay on this.
What's this?
And how many Monamis will have to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th power? You don't have to say anything. I know. Let's see. You just have 10 more left, right? I know everything! I am the conqueror of the new world!
I can't
So many Oreo bears to the point where the months had to substitute with the beginning of the numbers. Yeah. The game said, we don't know how any of this works, roll with it. I mean, you know, yeah.
It's okay, Monami.
That's something I won't lose. It's okay, Monami. Huh?
Well,
It's not about giving up, you know?
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in... Yep, well, she said it. Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them. But,
Right?
right?
Damn it.
Damn it. What the hell is going on?
Um,
I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is...
please listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between these two organizations? Okay, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start! So many Junkos would be absolutely terrifying. Yeah. But in bear form, it's somehow more manageable. Hold on, just a little more. Just a little more time. To wait or not to wait? That is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you'd think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that,
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer.
Special bleeding
Ah,
service.
for Monami too.
Huh?
Why even Monami?
Hmm.
It's just a 2-for-1 special. Chiaki's code and all, but she had one of the most easily survivable executions. That is true, yeah. She easily could have gotten out of there. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore. Also, I remember now. I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway. And not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
You didn't really protect us while you were here either, but...
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher.
Kill the witch. No, don't kill the witch. Don't kill the witch.
There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone.
Yeah.
But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of.
You're right. I'm gonna be a YouTuber.
'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Aww.
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you.
Will it?
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Like the shining that's going on behind you, or?
I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's play into V3 Monokuma. When did you manage to find someone to create other Kumas with?
Give it
Oh, yeah.
everything we've got. It's punishment time.
The very last punishment. You messed up the line, dipshit. Here we are. Jock's been found guilty. Time for the punishment. You too, Monami. Okay. Oh boy. Oh man. Finally making that good use of that model of the tank, aren't they? It'd be cool if there was actually like a mini game for being able to try and like get her out of there or survive, but it's like pointless or something. Is that a ball? Oh, it's a Pac-Man with wheels, huh? Oh. The only thing stopping them from getting out of there is themselves. They literally just have to go climb over stuff. I think they just decided to accept it at this point. The fact they had to write out an extra couple of monomies for the execution looks a bit better than crazy to me. Yeah. And until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I'd fallen to my knees. I'm not even in a Walmart this time. Feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. Just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask. Before I could say what I needed to say. Chiaki vanished before my eyes. I couldn't even tell her thank you. I had said that. Would she have been comforted a little? As she was executed as the traitor. Would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt.
Good
Gracious, that was such a big surprise! As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of the point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too. You know, people would have asked, what happened to the Monomi's spares if it wasn't addressed here? Yeah, I think it was kind of the point.
What?
And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too! Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you'll need to rely on them.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean... Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone. Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now present.
Yep. Congratulations. With this, I shall announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who have survived up until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There are still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting things up so another killing happens right away. You're right. Stop it! What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said you 5 like you were emphasizing that part. Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there are still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool.
You need 6 people for volleyball! Don't stay quiet, say something! What's your actual purpose? I serve butter. Oh my god. You're our enemy, and an enemy of the Future Foundation. So what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will be the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
no.
Well, you'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
Huh? A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. We could have attempted to play soccer with the survivors in Monami's spares. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going. Forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being. Fell asleep. Even after I woke up, the will to move my body didn't come back. Why? I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen. See you, Fireball. Yep, if Chiaki had the mechs at the beginning to kill Chiaki, would have been a lot more cool. Oh, the mechs were cool, yeah. As I burrowed deep into my sheets, as if I were trying to hide. I guess they could have said that based on, like, the mechs being built on that one island. Doing so was somehow trying to endure the long day. Then, the sun finally set. The day feels so abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How far? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope's Peak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our backs on all that? Not just that. If we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope's Peak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. A place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. One hour till doomsday. I feel like I had a fun dream. Oh. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right. It's the last day. According to Monokuma. Suddenly, my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I never had felt before. I feel like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. Nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonya. Like everyone was gone and I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything. Like everything in this world was nothing but lies. I'm not gonna do a full screen because I think my neighbors would hate that. Rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape. Oh no, we've been turned into a PowerPoint effect! When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Ah, Hajime, good timing. Good timing? What do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently, there was more to that message inside that laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently, it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? What? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe. Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will? Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it. The restaurant. Alright, Cortana, come on. Let's go. Oh boy. And we're nearing the end.
Yo!
Hey, you're late. Is it true? Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She's the one who found it. Or Sonia, I should say, probably. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster, and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
A coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding you. I was gonna say grinding, but whatever. Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Oh, wait, I thought he was gonna say it. Oh, but... Ended the way he hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it. It's just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So he really set up the traitor as the killer and even tried to make them survive the trial? Why would he do that? Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. But, if everyone but the traitor is watching this video, then unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me. I dropped out of being alive. Now then, let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm gonna speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. Special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. And anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. And so I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolve to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. Now that I know that truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that? Well, that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle.
Well...
Normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Manami. But that has nothing to do with me. You guys really still think you're not gonna something or stop it? Don't stop? I had to hide that. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now it's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. 11037. That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter the specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become a foundation for this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me.
Although you guys still think you're ultimate hope. Please call me the ultimate hope. This was Nagito's final message. That 11037 numbers that Nagito said was in password. There's no mistaking it. That's a password to enter that ancient ruin.
Hey.
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right. Let's go. Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Why is the sky red? That's the question here. Why is the waterfall code? Somehow, it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right. It's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills.
Thanks.
Yeah, if you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me? Let it out. What do you want her to put in that container?
Dumbass.
Hey, now's not the time to fuck around.
Young master.
It's going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order. Oink, 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 oink!
What?
Yes, Ibuki just came back from the dead just to say oink, oink, oink. I told her that you only understand piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
Hajime, the password, please. Yeah, I know. "11037, right?
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. Beyond this door, future is waiting. Sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. You know what? I think that's where I'll end this stream for now. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. I will probably wrap this up in 2 weeks for those of us who are new to the channel, but basically next week I do Ace Attorney, then I go back in Danganronpa, then it's a whole thing. Either way, 2 weeks from now will be the finale for this, and I hope to see you all there when that happens. Either way, if you'd like to see my other streams, I'll have a schedule coming out tomorrow to describe what I'm doing this week, and I hope to see you all there. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And goodbye for now.